Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi everyone. Uh, Greeting to my panel, Dr. Nurfidawati binti Muhammad and Dr. Arias Nida binti Arifin. My name is Fatin Farhana binti Khairuddin and today I would like to present Bahasa Review project titled The Challenge of the COVID-19 Pandemic Against Construction Companies in District Melaka Tengah, Melaka. My research content Challenge of Pandemic. The proof is, by March 2021, the coronavirus outbreak has impacted the several business sectors, including services and construction. There are several challenges that hit the construction sector that have an impact on the industry from the aspect of human resources management, company financial management, and the increase in the price of goods. Other than that, losses include the cost of wages, construction supplies, equipment rental, and project management, as well as lost income when the industry is not allowed to operate. According to CIDB site survey and inspection, 8,004 construction sites were inspected throughout Malaysia between 20 April and 31 December 2020, of which is 79 or approximately 1% of construction sites were found not to be fully operational by Ismail 2021. Cause of factor is Movement Control Order (MCO), and the problems from my challenge of pandemic is human resources management and operation and national economy. As a result, according to Muhammad Sanusi, the construction industry suffered a loss of 42 billion ringgit due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The effect of the pandemic and the implementation of the movement control order caused the construction sector to record a 19.54% decline in growth in 2020. This is because the construction sector is likely to experience problems from various factors, especially financials. My research framework conceptual. For my variable 1, research question 1 is challenge faced by construction company, and my variable 2, research question 2 is the impact of the challenge faced, and the output of these two variables is time, source of supply, cost, and labor. My research summary table. I have two objectives from my research, which is identify the challenges faced by companies in the construction sector throughout the implementation of movement control order during the spread of COVID-19. The second one, identify the impact of the challenges faced during the implementation of the movement control order during the spread of COVID-19. And the question based on the objective are, the first one is challenges faced by construction company during the movement control order and the impact of the challenge caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The research approach using for both objective is to use quantitative method and develop questionnaire from the Google Form platform, then spread using social media. The finding of the analysis using SPSS from Google Form data, which is descriptive analysis, evaluate using mean score and standard deviation. This is the operational framework of my research, where in this diagram there are four phases to make this social study successful. Research design. This study uses a quantitative approach, and survey study design will be used, where data collection will be done through a questionnaire that will be distributed to respondents. Second, the Likert scale is used in the instrument that will be developed and will be analyzed descriptive through the data that will be obtained through the survey from the questionnaire. The research instrument is the structure of the questionnaire consists of three parts, namely part A, B, and C. In general, the structure of the questionnaire views is as follow. Part A is a background of respondent, which is demographic respondent. Part B is the challenge, and part C is the impact from the challenge. Population and sample for my research. In this research, the focus population is on contractor registered with Construction Industry Development Board (CIDB) in the field of civil engineering in Central Melaka District, Melaka. Second, the population of contractor registered is 2553 companies in Central Melaka District, Melaka in year 2021 to 2022. Using a sample of 335 contractors from various company registration class with random grade 1 through 7. Finding the result of data collection from the research instrument that were answered by the respondents were processed and analyzed using statistical package of social science SPSS for statistics version 25. The respondent demographic content for question where the question is related to the contractor position, company registration class, company service period, and work field. Findings for Part B. The challenge faced by construction company during the movement control order. To answer the first research question, a total of 9 items have been developed to assess the challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic. The results of the analysis are shown in the table. The majority of respondents have chosen the answer as strongly agree for each item. The item with the highest value of respondent choosing the answer is item B3, which is limited material resources, with a mean value of 4.43 of 170 respondents and a standard deviation value of 0.830. While for the item that has the lowest mean value for the answer, strongly agree is item B2, which is the company has time constraint to implement the project, where the mean value is 4.17 as many as 95 respondents and the standard deviation value is 0.686. Finding for Part C. The impact of the challenge caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. To answer the second research question, a total of 10 items has been developed to assess the challenge of COVID-19 pandemic on construction company. Based on the summary of the result analysis for the impact of the challenge caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, which has been carried out as shown in this table. From 10 items, the majority of respondents has been chosen the strongly agree for each item. The item with the highest value of respondent choosing the strongly agree is item C1, which is implementation of the project is delayed with a mid value of 4.43 and a standard deviation value is 0.793. While for the item that has the lowest mean value for the answer strongly agree is item C2, which is project implementation take a long time to recover, where the mean value is 4.18 and the standard deviation value is 0.711. Conclusion. The majority of the construction sector in various class of company registration is affected by the challenge they face. Although the class of company is different, they cannot escape from accepting challenge when the country is hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. In addition, for the second objective is to review the effect of the challenge faced by them, and the effects are closely related to the challenge faced, and it can be said that almost all study participants feels the effect, even if they differ in the company registration class and the field of work done. Therefore, Referring to the finding of the study, it is hoped that construction companies in Malaysia can use this challenge as a lesson for them to plan and reduce the impact of future challenges if this emergency occurs. Finally, it is hoped that we can continue to investigate the difficulties and consequences faced by this construction company in the future so that the progress of the construction sector continues to expand and the national economy is also balanced with planning. From the research that has been done, some recommendations are made. First, universities need to increase the involvement of students in activities involving quality management so that the student can manage problems that are likely to occur, especially in terms of management and finance. This is because to reduce risks and prepare to face various challenges. Second, in order to reduce the cost of hiring foreign labor, construction business also need to employ more skilled and quality local workers. This can also reduce the risk of local workers becoming unemployed. Suggested further study from me, the researchers suggested that the use of qualitative method by interviewing the contractor involved in reducing the sample so that the acquisition of data in limited and simple scope. This is because researchers have used quantitative method by distributing questionnaire and research with a very large scope of finding. Second, make a study about the challenge and effect faced after the COVID-19 pandemic and how companies try to stabilize the company finance as well as the company operations survive for a longer period of time. That's all from me. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.